Good evening. A last-second deal made just before sunrise this morning has prevented a strike that threatened to shut down the SkyTrain system. But that doesn't mean Lower Mainland commuters can breathe easy.
CTV's Penny Danfloss reports on how the strike was stopped just in time and why there's no guarantee it won't happen again.
It was a slow start, but the fact these SkyTrains were moving at all came as a relief.
I'm very happy.
To the 150,000 people relying on the Expo and Millennium lines every day.
It would have just been a disaster for both sides. I can't even imagine what this would have looked like.
I would have had to stay home because I live in Port Coquitlam and I work in Surrey.
Negotiations went down to the wire with a deal reached just shy of the 5 a.m. deadline after 17 long hours of bargaining.
We are glad that we were able to come to an agreement. The details of the agreement will not be released until we have a ratification vote with our members.
In the past, QP had said wages, sick days, staffing levels, and overtime were key issues.
By reaching an agreement, that means that there will no longer be a union job action which will shut down, which would have shut down the Expo and Millennium lines today and for the next 2 days.
The SkyTrain threat came on the heels of escalating job action by bus drivers and C-bus operators, with a large-scale strike also averted at the last minute.
It has been a tough period, no doubt about that, but I think the collective bargaining process has worked in both outcomes, and we've gotten deals which both parties are happy with.
We understand and I sympathize with all our passengers. Our goal was to get a deal before today, and we didn't want it to come right down to the wire, but down to the wire it came.
Yeah, I think everyone's grateful that the SkyTrains are up and running.
With 900 attendants, control operators, maintenance, administration, and technical staff keeping travelers moving.
It's a necessity. It should be classified as mandatory service, you know, just like police, fire, ambulance, you know, that sort of thing.
Now, he's not the only one who feels that way, but we've heard from Premier Horgan on that topic throughout these disputes, and he's been very clear. There are no plans to declare transit an essential service, Mijung.
And Penny, that's not the only reason there's no guarantee of long-term labor peace in our transit system.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but the Canada line is actually run by a different company, and their agreement is actually up at the end of this month, so you can expect the new year to start with some new negotiations for those workers. Mijung.
Thank you, Penny.